Good afternoon. It's a beautiful afternoon today and I'm lucky to be here and sharing my story. मेरा नाम दीपा सयाल है. I'm a serial entrepreneur, a keynote speaker and a mentor in startup incubation. And I've curated 4 companies in my life. I am the CEO of ADG Online and also the president Indian Women Institution League. My journey starts almost 21 years ago. But I'd like to tell you something about my family. My father was in the Indian Army. He has served for more than 35 to 40 years, and I'm very, very proud of that journey. We were born in a Fauji family, and hence we were visiting different cities across India. This particular segment gave me an exposure to meeting people, building relationships, not just building relationships, but understanding agility and multitasking. That served to be the number 1 lesson of my life on the road to being an entrepreneur. I always wanted to do something. जिंदगी में कुछ करने का बहुत diligently कुछ करने का objective रहा मेरा. कुछ करना चाहती थी मैं, छोटा ही सही, but अपना. So I went to my father when I graduated in 1997 and I told him, Papa, I want to go to another city and I want to start a new journey. उस वक्त शायद लड़कियां इतनी सेफ नहीं थी बाकी शहरों में, and being a parent, I had to persuade him for a long time. It took me about a month and a half. And then I went to my aunt and borrowed almost 5,000 rupees from her to start my life. I went on to different agencies in Chandigarh and finally landed a job in one of the advertising agencies at the reception. मेरे then boss ने मुझे promise किया कि आप reception पे रहेंगी, पर 6 महीने आपको हम exposure देंगे different types of clients को handle करने का. I worked in different PSUs, in different private sector companies, और वो मेरे जो lessons थे, जो learnings थी, उन्होंने मुझे बहुत लंबे समय तक मेरी entrepreneurship journey के लिए तैयार किया. अगले 10 साल मैंने different corporate companies में काम किया और I learned the tricks of the trade that served me to be an astute professional. मैंने जिंदगी में हमेशा कुछ करना चाहा और वो शायद इसलिए कि मेरी माँ एक होम मेकर थी, कुछ करना चाहती थी, पर वो ज़्यादा पढ़ लिख नहीं सकी क्योंकि शायद her parents did not have the money and resource to support her during those times. तो वो हमेशा कहा करती थी कि जो मैंने नहीं किया वो तू करेगी. So ये words उनके मैं कभी भी जिंदगी में भूल नहीं पाई, and I wanted to do something to make my mom and dad proud. So मेरी पहली नौकरी करीबन 3500 रुपए की थी. I had a stipend of 3,500 rupees. In this 3,500 rupees, I used to go out, meet clients, travel the distance, scorchy heat, follow up on payments, present, make presentations. So there's so many things that I'd learned, and that set the tone for my base years in entrepreneurship. After that, I moved on to many other companies, learned to make back-end queries, handle products, many things. And then after that, 10 years, and I shifted to Delhi. In this time, I was already married, had found myself a very supportive partner who has been throughout my life, been very, very supportive in my studies, in my career, and I also had a baby. When my child was 3 years, I obviously took a sabbatical, and then the bug came back to do something better. I thought I would enroll in Indian Institute of Foreign Trade to study management and international business. So I enrolled in IIFT through a group discussion, a proper interview, a written test, and hence began my journey through the MBA that I acquired. After this, I got placed in a multinational company, but God had other plans. I just thought if I was to do something, I should let go of this cushiony job and do something meaningful that I could impact and build something on my own. And hence, the journey of ADG. So when I joined Indian Institute of Foreign Trade, I'm very lucky and very proud to tell you that I ranked 3rd in a batch of 109 engineers in my class. And that too, when I gave my exams with a child in my lap in the evenings. I still remember, I used to write my assignments with my child in my lap. And I used to make her food and study. So women in our country, they are juggling through multiple levels of balances as a mother, as a daughter, as a wife, as a sister. And this was one journey that I did after my marriage, and I'm so thankful to my partner for supporting me during this tenure. After studying in IIFT, I got offered as a product head in one of the multinational companies. That is a very interesting and a very lucrative proposition, so I joined. I was handling multifunction devices there. Now, this journey was very short because I realized that I wanted to do something, and I had the confidence that I could create something more meaningful and impactful. तो 2 महीने काम करने के बाद मैंने रिजाइन किया, क्योंकि घर में मेरा एक छोटा सा बच्चा था और मुझे लगा कि जब मैं खुद का काम करूंगी तो बहुत फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी रहेगी काम करने में और मैं अपने बच्चे को भी देख पाऊंगी। पर उसके अलावा एक शाम कारपेट पे बैठ के मैंने अपनी कंपनी को इंसेप्ट किया, करीबन 2008 दिसंबर में। आज कंपनी में करीबन 850 से ज्यादा लोग कार्यरत हैं। आई एम वेरी प्राउड टू टेल यू इट वाज 13 years ago. We started with a tech news magazine. हमने अपनी शुरुआत एक टेक्नोलॉजी न्यूज मैगजीन से करी थी और हमारा पहला ऑर्डर 1 लाख रुपए का था। 13 years down the line, we have 100 plus clients and about 50 plus ministries who are working with us. This was my journey of ADG. हमारा टर्नओवर पहले 2 साल में 2 करोड़ का था। Now this was something that made me think. Around this journey, life threw me a curveball. In 2015, I lost a lot of money on account of forgery to my accountant. This was a failure, but a failure that taught me so much. Because I had a caveat in my financial knowledge, I lost a lot of money, and I realized that I could help those who are struggling to build their own enterprises. And hence, out of my passion, grit, and determination, I Will India was born. In the last 5 years, at Indian Women in Institutional League, we have gone to almost 150 A-level institutions across the country. We affirm to reach out to more than 25,000 women every year in the country. Till now, we must have covered almost 150 plus organizations. करीब 200 mentors हैं हमारे साथ, 50 partners हैं incubators, जो women entrepreneurship incubation में हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं throughout the country in 15 states. हमारी कोशिश यही है कि जो औरतें आज स्ट्रगल का एक्सपीरियंस करती हैं, जैसे बहुत सारी लेडीज से हम मिले हैं, जब बात आती है बिजनेस इंक्यूबेशन में, फंडिंग, ऑपरेशन, कल्चर, बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं जिसमें मुझे लगता है कि उनको सपोर्ट करने से बहुत फ़र्क पड़ेगा इंडियन इकोनॉमी में, जीडीपी में. We can really make a difference. So we have not just done that, but we have also incubated them in mental health through mental health workshops. बहुत सारी औरतें अपने में विश्वास नहीं रखती हैं, अपने वैलिडेशन ढूंढती है बाहर, अपने स्पाउसेस में, अपनी फैमिलीज में. तो आई विल इंडिया में हमारा उद्देश्य है करीबन 50 लाख महिलाओं तक पहुंचना 2025 तक. हिंदुस्तान के हर कोने में हम आई विल इंडिया का एक चैप्टर खोलना चाहते हैं. इसके अलावा पिछले 3-3.5 साल में हमने लगभग 5 प्रोग्राम्स पे काम किया है. प्रेरणा, शक्ति, समर्पण, टेक सुपर गर्ल और बहुत सारे ऐसे. हमारे सबसे पहला प्रोग्राम था प्रेरणा, जिसमें हमने करीबन 25 लड़कियों को अडॉप्ट किया और उनको 2 साल अपने कॉन्फ्रेंस रूम में इंडक्शन दिया. ये लड़कियां आज बहुत अच्छी अंग्रेजी बोलती हैं और करीबन 10वीं का स्तर पार कर चुकी हैं. These were underprivileged children and this is our most successful program in the country. हमारा सबसे पावरफुल प्रोग्राम है टेक सुपर गर्ल. आई विल इंडिया में हमारा जो प्राइमरी ऑब्जेक्टिव या रोल है वो ये है कि हम औरतों को साक्षर बनाएं टेक्नोलॉजी में. वी वांट अ न्यू इंडिया व्हिच इज डिजिटली एनेबल्ड एंड वी वांट टू ट्रेन वुमेन नॉट जस्ट इन एकेडमिया बट इन बिजनेस इंक्यूबेशन एज वेल. आई रियली थिंक दैट माय जर्नी can teach and can help and can support so many women like me across the nation. And then was born Tech Supergirl. We have curated 3 powerful programs under this banner, and you must have incubated almost 450 plus women who are running their own businesses. So during my journey in the last 5 years at I Will India, I have met hundreds of women who are doing beautiful innovation in their businesses. We are amazed to find out the level of work that they are conducting and the amount they are working in technology. In the sunrise industries, we have met women in clean energy, clean tech, green innovation, solar, data analytics, IoT, blockchain, health tech, so much and so on. Women are doing beautifully, but I would still have a few advices for the ladies who listen to me from the lessons that I've learned alongside my journey. No matter what, no matter how, do not give up, because you are the best. And you do not need validation from anyone to prove to that. You're worthy of the best. So come what may, never ever give up. If you have an idea, if you have an aspiration, pursue it, look at it and give it your 100% shot. तो जो भी आप जिंदगी में करें, अपनी पूरी शिद्दत से करें, पूरे दिल से करें और अपनी वैलिडेशन प्लीज किसी और में ना ढूंढें. जो भी हो, आपको अपनी कहानी खुद लिखनी है. When you want to do something, it should come from within. And that is the right time and the right place to do something. You should bank on your conviction. I call that fondly as the courage of conviction. अगर आपको शिद्दत से लगता है कि मुझे ये करना है, तो रुकिए मत. Give it a shot. You have to find your why though. What is your chi? What is the energy? That is your own trajectory. Follow it diligently. I would also like to tell you, do what you love and love what you do. अगर आप किसी चीज से शिद्दत से प्यार करते हैं और उसको अपने करियर में ट्रांसफॉर्म करते हैं, तो दिस इज अ लीथल कॉम्बिनेशन. मैंने अपना ग्रेजुएशन बीएससी होम साइंस में किया था, बट आज अगर मैं लोगों को बताऊं तो कोई भी ये यकीन नहीं करता कि मेरी टेक्नोलॉजी पे कोई फॉर्मल क्वालिफिकेशन नहीं है. और मैंने एक किताब लिखी है डिजिटल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन पे, और ये किताब कम से कम 5,000 लोगों तक पहुंची है. So in the end, this is what I'd like to tell you. Do anything that you do, but you need to have an indomitable passion to do it. And if you're passionate enough, that is your first step to anything excellent and brilliant. India में सिर्फ 14% co-founders हैं. जब हम MSME की बात करें, औरतें स्पेसिफिकली, तो only 14%. तो ये जेंडर गैप omit करना या उसे इक्वेट करना is our mission. We want to have more and more women contributing to the GDP. So अगर आप मुझसे पूछें कि मेरी जिंदगी का उद्देश्य क्या है, तो मैं कहूंगी digital literacy for women and getting them to contribute to the GDP and enabling more and more MSME co-founders as women. This is the mission of my life, and we really hope that we can build an impact to at least 5 million women by 2025. So failures अच्छे हैं, failure से डरिए मत. जब तक आप लाइफ में फेल नहीं होंगे, सक्सेस को मापना मुश्किल है. And especially when we say the journey of an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur's journey is full of grit, determination, passion, but it is lonely. And it can be full of failures and risks. Do not be scared to say yes, because in that is the detail and your story is hidden there. So no matter what, give it your 100% gut, conviction, resilience and determination. As I culminate my journey and my story, I would like to thank my spouse, who has been an enormous mentor, and without him, I wouldn't have even walked a mile. My children, for the years that they have spared for me towards this journey. My parents, my kin, my brother, who have been instrumental in inspiring me to do better in life. Without their encouragement, motivation, and their positive inclination, I wouldn't have reached where I am today. So thank you so much, and I'd like to thank TEDxIIMKashipur for giving me this opportunity today to share my story with all the listeners.